Hello everyone, this is iFlight. Welcome to the Commando 14 tutorial series. In this episode we will cover first use and product overview, binding function model, gimbal folding and adjustment, trainer mode, custom functions, create a new model and channel mode setup, internal RF module settings, firmware flashing, external RF module installation, YLRS tips and knowledge. Open the box and take out all components one by one. The package includes Commando 14, iFlight neck strap, Commando 14 user manual, after-sales service card, sticker, dual Type-C black braided 1 meter data cable, white hexagon wrench. The Commando 14 is powered by a high-performance H750 main control chip and runs the open-source Edge TX system. It is equipped with CNC metal gimbals with multi-axis adjustment and supports left-right throttle mode switching. It comes with a built-in YLRS dual-band 1W RF module supporting both 900 MHz and 2.4 GHz. Dual-band dual antennas combined with an active cooling system ensure stable and reliable signal transmission. The remote controller is equipped with a 4.3-inch high-brightness main screen and a 0.96-inch secondary screen, allowing users to conveniently adjust settings or monitor the remote controller's status at any time. Includes a built-in 3S 5000 mAh battery and supports PD 60W fast charging. The Commando 14 also supports external RF modules and is compatible with multiple simulators, making it suitable for a wide range of applications. Before we officially start the tutorial, let's get familiar with the different parts of the remote controller to make later operations easier. At the top of it, you'll find 10 versatile function switches, primarily used to set features such as aircraft arming, stabilization mode, buzzer, and other customizable functions. Users can configure these switches according to their personal needs. In addition to the multi-function switches, the top of the remote controller is also equipped with signal antennas. It uses a foldable dual antenna design, providing stronger signal reception and wider coverage. When flying, be sure to fully extend the antennas to achieve more stable transmission and longer signal range. In the middle section of the remote controller, there are two control sticks on the left and right sides, primarily used to control the aircraft's flight attitude. The left stick manages throttle and yaw, while the right stick controls pitch and roll, forming the 4 core flight control channels. Between the two sticks, there are 3 sets of function buttons and related components. The left 5-axis button is mainly used for fine-tuning throttle and yaw, while the right 5-axis button adjusts pitch and roll. These allow precise calibration of the flight status. For daily use, keeping them centered is sufficient, but they can also be adjusted in detail using the remote controller's main screen. The center 5-axis button is for adjusting RF module screen settings, supporting quick modifications to parameters such as refresh rate or quick binding. Above this is the remote controller's logo power button, used to turn the remote controller on and off. Short press, then long press for 3 seconds to turn on or off. Next, we move to the system function area, where all remote controller settings can be configured, including binding, channel setup, and creating new models. The function buttons on either side include system settings, left page button, right page button, back button, model settings, up button, down button, and enter button. Now let's flip the remote controller over to take a look at the rear area. The rear of the remote controller is equipped with a hand strap, a Type-C port, and an external TX module expansion port, among other practical components. The TF card slot is located at the bottom of the remote controller. With the introduction above, you should now have a clear understanding of the Commando 14 remote controller's components and basic functions. Next, we will officially begin the operation tutorial. Battery management and power on and off. Checking remote controller battery level. Short press once to check the battery level. When fully charged, all 4 indicator LEDs on the remote controller will remain steadily lit. Please refer to the illustrations below for more details. Locate the power button on the front of the remote controller. Short press once, then long press for 3 seconds to turn on or off. Locate the Type-C charging port on the back of the remote controller and connect a Type-C cable to begin charging. It is recommended to use the Type-C cable included in the package. You may also use a USB charger with 60W or higher output, supporting the PD fast charging protocol and compliant with FCC/CE standards, along with a high-quality data cable for charging. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.